Dear friends, 495 days of war. The month-old Ukrainian counteroffensive in south and to some extent even in the east has not been successful as they would have liked, and that too when they have lost quite a lot, both men and material. The Russian tactics has been very clear. Their offensive, except in north, has not been pretty visible unless they have realized on some particular sector that they are likely to gain, either for territory or to destroy Ukrainian arms and ammunitions and their soldiers. Their 3 to 5 layer defense line in south, that is Zaporizhia direction, has worked well without even having fortified trenches and underground structures. However, it has been aided suitably by their medium and long range weapons like tanks, artillery, especially the UAV, the Lancet drones, and airborne artillery. I mean attack helicopters of various variations of Mi and Ka-52, which are very capable of destroying the opponent's latest arms ammunitions, including armored vehicles which were supplied from the west and were latest pretty lethal, yet they have been destroyed in a large amount. Nonetheless, credit goes to Ukrainian army that despite all the setbacks, they have not been deterred. They continue their counteroffensive and counterattacks on various lines and sectors wherever possible. Now let us start from the east. On Donetsk-Avdiivka line, the Russian forces have been attacking from Kamenka and Krutaya beams or Balka, which is in the eastern part of the city, but there does not seem to be any change on the map. While in Marinka, in eastern part of the city, Russian forces continue to attack with some marginal gain. On Bakhmut front, both armies are continuing their counteroffensive and limited ground attacks around the city. Ukrainian army has claimed that its forces have moved further on the Bakhmut flanks, especially towards the south, though the updated maps do not show them. It must also be noted that the grey zone, that it belongs to none because of the artillery range of both the armies, are captured and evacuated by the same army on n number of times, and that actually is not a gain. In Ugledar, the Ukrainian army has moved towards northeast of Vodoli Mai Rivka, that is 12 kilometers south of the city, having made some gains. In south, both the armies made limited ground offensive south of Zaporizhia and west of Donetsk without much gains. However, Ukrainians made some limited advance towards Prayutne. Ukrainian army continued its counter-attack in south and southwest of Orikho as well. In Kherson direction, Ukrainian army claims to have a limited position or detachment in East Dnieper River bank, despite Russians' claim that they had eliminated or wiped out, as on yesterday itself, on Antinivsky Bridge. In north, battle continues towards Kupian-Swato-Crimea line without any territorial gains. In northeast Serebryanske Forestry, the Russian army offensive managed to gain 2 kilometers wide and 500 meters deep and getting closer to Seversky Donetsk River, and this is the outcome of last 1 week counterattacks. And by the way, Ukraine has carried out 18 counterattacks in the last 1 week. Some other informations. Ukrainian Navy head has said that it expects to get warships and attack helicopter from Marines from the west. While in the meantime, Israel has dropped bombs on Syria yesterday and now on Palestine. Here it is important to note that US, Canada and Australia have slammed Israel over new settlements, wherein the Israel has approved 5,700 new houses in occupied West Bank. Anyway, these criticism of Israel by its close allies is only for the public consumption. In reality, they do not stop the Israeli Zionist activities. And France continues to burn. And that's all from my side. Thank you, friends.